The father of a 12-year-old African-American student who was subjected to racial harassment for several months by fellow schoolmates says the school did not do enough to punish the students whose conduct was investigated by officials. The incident took place at Tippett Middle School in Georgetown, Texas, just outside of Austin, Texas, where African-Americans comprise just 4% of the student body. Among other slurs, the student was called an ape and a slave by classmates, and at one point was chased by a female student with a piece of rubber who pretended to whip her, telling her, "You're my slave now." A report authored by the school's principal, Brian Dawson, details the racist comments and actions the victim endured, but said they did not amount to bullying because the victim was not physically threatened. The Georgetown Independent School District put out this statement, quote, "The behavior of the students involved in this incident was inappropriate and unacceptable. The campus principal responded swiftly, and all students involved were appropriately disciplined according to our student code of conduct." According to the victim's father, his daughter will attend a different school next year. Let's talk to him right now. Robert Ranko, civil rights attorney at the Carlson Law Firm and the father of the student who was racially harassed. Here you are, civil rights attorney. You hear this response from the school district. I take it you're not satisfied.
No, sir. They say that the students were appropriately disciplined within their code of conduct. I would disagree that that's true. If that's true, then we need to review the code of conduct, because what they define as bullying and the manner in which they would punish students who would do this to anybody, not just my daughter, but anybody, it's unacceptable, and they're not addressing it appropriately.
And so, how long has your daughter gone to this school?
She's been there about 4 years.
She's been there 4 years. What grade is she in?
In the school district. This is the middle school, so she just finished 7th grade.
The 7th grade. And so, obviously, she's been going there. She has friends there. And you decided you're going to move her out of the school. I mean, you know, that is a disruption. It's unnecessary. And so, surely, you're not happy about that.
Well, we're not happy about any disruption. This is not the first incident that she's dealt with. There were 3 incidents this spring involving my younger daughter. My older daughter went to the school previously. We had issues with the administration then as to how they would deal with incidents involving her, discipline of other students. They tried to suspend my older daughter when she showed up to school with a red braid, and tried to suspend her for a week for something that wasn't even a policy. It took pain in the neck lawyer dad to review the policy and tell the principal that he couldn't suspend somebody for something that's not a rule.
What's next?
Next is we're trying to deal within the system that the school has within the independent school district. What I have come to learn, we are not unique. There's been a pattern of failures when it comes to disciplining students who bully kids, who do racist things against children of color, and it needs to stop. You know, I thought my kid they were failing to validate what happened to her when they failed to punish these kids really at all, other than some counseling and a few wind sprints at tennis practice. What I found out is I was the lucky one because I got a report done. I start talking to other people in the community, and I find out they can't even get reports done when their kids are beat up, when their kids are racially harassed. So the system they have in place is failing across the board. My kid was just the next kid in line that it happened to.
All right, then. Robert Ranko, we appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining us.
A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. Your hands are in the air, and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not gonna let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally.
What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.